What's up? So, what was a better duo that didn't win the Super Bowl? Was it Ben Roethlisberger and Antonio Brown, or Jim Kelly and Andre Reed? Now, it's compelling because Roethlisberger 3 trips to the Super Bowl, he was 2-1. Jim Kelly 4 trips, didn't win. And it's interesting, who would you take at the quarterback? Now, Antonio Brown, Andre Reed. Andre Reed is one of the most underrated, appreciated wideouts to play the game, and he definitely came up big. And Antonio Brown, antics aside, this cat was sight on sea. This cat had wheels. He could come up big, and it's just sad that the sideshow took over because he was huge and clutch. But this is a good compelling. If you got Ben Roethlisberger and Antonio Brown versus Jim Kelly and Andre Reed, who are you going to take? Do you like the speed and the depth and range of Antonio Brown, or do you like the slant across the middle that Andre Reed could hit those seam routes and could go, and he was strong and he endured? It all depends. It's like, which one do you prefer? Because I think it makes a good medium. Now, Kelly and Roethlisberger were big, bulky dudes who could throw that thing and move that thing. So it's interesting. The argument there is pretty compelling, pretty close actually, because you could almost say that Roethlisberger was definitely inspired by Jim Kelly with the size and his hulk and precision. And you got to remember, Jim Kelly played some in the USFL with the Houston Gamblers, so he didn't even get the fullness of him in the NFL. So imagine that. Put that in consideration when you make this debate. I think it loans itself for a great debate. Um, I think that it's, one of those kind of situations that it depends on who you take. Um, who do you think got the best? Who do you think hit the range? Who do you think was the one that dialed it up and put it in perspective? It's a really compelling argument, of how you look at it. And when you think about totality, um, it definitely loans itself to a lot of like thoughts and takes about what side would you gear up with. Because Roethlisberger could sling that thing deep. He definitely had a way of putting that thing down the field. And you know, he was something else with it. But um Jim Kelly was no slouch either. So the offenses, the styles, which one do you think benefited the most from? Which one do you think got the totality? Which one do you think was better? Engineering and doing the things and so on and so forth. So it's a good argument. It's one of those ones where you kind of like size it up, weigh it up. Um, you know, um, you just kind of like look at it, and you know you you can you can debate, and you can kind of like put it in perspective about who would get more out of the other which and what have you. You know, I'll make the case that Kelly and Reed were more successful because the Roethlisberger Antonio Brown era didn't produce as much as what Reed and Kelly did. But you could say that Roethlisberger and Brown were more talented. So it's kind of a classic case of which do you prefer as opposed to the results. And this is a great example of which one came and delivered more. That's what it comes down to. But you tell me what you think. Please like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments. And I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another. Share the video if you like, and hit that membership, because when you do request videos like this, I bring truth. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. I'm out one time. Peace.